So in this video, what we're going to basically do, we are going to be talking about certain types of content ideas and content types which you can follow in order to grow your personal brand 2025, specifically in InfoSpace, right? And obviously, you can grow your personal brand not just fast through these strategies, but you can also build your personal brand with more credibility, right? And these are the strategies, these are the content types which are being followed by big creators, not just big creators, but small creators as well. Let's just dive in. We got four options right here. We got best, we got good performers, we got decent performers, and we got the one which you are going to avoid, which is I think the 80% of the creators are doing right now. That's why they are not breaking that view barrier as well. So yeah, let's talk about the good performer first, right? And in good performer, I've added one concept right here, and which is something which I call creative formats, right? And if I have to give you some kind of definition of this content, right? Uh, it's something that you are not creating a random talking head video, right? You're creating your own concept, maybe your stage, right? And then you're injecting different topics of your industry onto that system, right? Onto that stage, and then you're presenting it to your audience. Let me just first show you two examples, right? That what actually is creative formats, right? And then I'm going to explain that how you can execute these and what is the main difference. So let's just watch this creative writer, which is Dr. Judy. Now, first of all, understand this. She got like 2.1 million followers, right? And yeah, she got the numbers, right? But still, you can see that some of her videos have performed really well because she's actually following a certain type of format. Let's play this video right here.
Don't make this mistake when you're working on your own happiness. Imagine this is you and this is your life. But like most people's lives, there are problems that can make it toxic. If a fish is living in a toxic environment, eventually it gets sick. So you take her out of the dirty water and put her in a new tank for a while. Kind of like how you take a break, you go on holiday for a few weeks into a new environment and it helps, everything gets better and feels great.
I think that's enough. And if I have to show you some of her other video, let me just show you this one with the candle.
Here's 3 signs that your friends are not really your friends. Number 1, when something good happens in your life, they act differently towards you, and you suddenly realize this isn't friendship, this is a competition, but a competition you didn't know you were in. Number 2, they never apologize or take responsibility.
That's enough. And again, I think up till now you guys have some kind of an idea in your mind that these videos, these reels are way different from random talking heads, right? And if I have to give you some other example from some other creator is right here. Let's watch his videos as well. This is Train Bloom. You can search his content with this name, and you can see that the views he's gaining, right? And if I have to show you, let's say, this video right here.
Do you want to lose weight? Or do you want to lose fat? If you just want to lose weight, that's easy. Because to lose weight, calories are all that really matter. So stop lifting weights and focus on cardio, since it burns almost twice as many calories. Then cut your calorie intake as low as...
I think that's it. And if I have to show you some other example, this one right here.
If you smoke 1 pack of cigarettes every day, it will take about 7 to 10 years off your life. But if you walk by some cigarette smoke on the street just one time, it won't take even 1 second off your life. If you drink...
Now, if I have to, explain what both of these creators are doing, Dr. Julie Smith and, this creator right here, Tony. And not just these two creators. As I'm explaining this concept to you, right, you'll find a lot of other creators as well who have found their own formats as well. Now, Tony and Dr. Julie Smith, right, they must have had an option to create a random talking head videos where she could have, just sit in front of the camera and execute the video, maybe talk about any of the topics she's talking about in these videos, right? And I feel like that the views she's getting, right, she wouldn't have gained that much views, right? And because she is using a certain format, her content is following a certain style which she is known for, which is something I call, object analogy format, right? And you can see that all of her reels, what she actually does, she takes random objects, right? And with the help of those objects, she sort of creates some kind of analogies, right? And then execute her video, right? And then explain the topics to her audience. For example, this one right here, she used a fish tank and the fish to explain a certain topic of psychology, right? As for this one right here, which we've just seen, the one with the candle, right? it gained like 496,000 views. So you can see that all of her videos are following this certain format style, which is called object analogies, right? As for this guy right here, you can see that he's not using any kind of objects, right? He's also, although he's using in some of his videos, but you can see that there are many videos where he don't have any, stuff on the table. So he's following a different style. You can see that all of his videos are starting with a question to the audience, right? And the question is so, so surprising that 80% of the audience can answer that question with ease. But the thing is that they know, the audience obviously understand that the question is some kind of a trick, right? For example, in one of his videos, he asked the audience that, for example, this one right here, sitting versus smoking. In this video, what he actually did, he asked the audience that, what is more dangerous, right? Sitting or smoking? For example, let me just show
What do
you.
you think is worse for you? Smoking a pack of these every day, or what I'm doing right now?
Now, obviously, the 80% of the audience is going to say that obviously smoking cigarette is really, is more harmful than, sitting. Obviously, that's something which comes to our mind consciously, right? But the thing is that he explained that sitting is also dangerous, right? And it is maybe way more dangerous than, smoking these cigarettes, right? But obviously, it's an industry that he is in right now, and he has executed with the help of this format that he is using, right? And all of his videos are giving audience some kind of a way to engage with his content. If you're watching his videos, there's a chance that you want to answer that question. And watching the reel, by the end of the video, you will be surprised that, the answer that you gave is probably wrong, because he has given you something that you don't know, right? So he's opening a loop and then he's filling, right? This is how he's executing his videos, and you can see that it's his style, it's his format. So yeah, this is what I call creative formats, right? And in order to execute these, obviously, you have to understand that what kind of format is best for you, right? And you have to research on different creators, right? Not just from your own niche. Make sure that search creators from broader niches, right? For example, if you're an e-com niche, if you're an AI automation niche, right? I mean, maybe if you are a trader, right? Don't follow creators in your own industry. Follow creators from other niches so that you can bring something different to your own industry as a content creator. Let me just explain how you can actually do it. For example, this is job I've created in one of my videos. You can see that I've explained here that what are creative format based ideas, right? And what are its pros and what are its cons as well. You can see that it sets you apart, loyal audience growth, right? It has cons as well. It's harder to ideate. Obviously, it needs research. That's why it's gaining you good results as well, right? Not easy to replicate, slow growth initially, right? But yeah, you can come up with something which is of your own, right? And audience will know you that this content is from this guy, right? For example, like if you're talking about some other creators, maybe you have seen content from this guy right here. He's Simon Squibb, right? And he created these kind of videos. Now you can see that this creator right here, Simon Squibb, what he does basically, it's his style, this is format, right? And it's super hard to copy as well. What he basically does, he get on the streets, right, and ask random people that what's their dream, right? And then obviously the video goes on, right? So most of his videos are executed on this format, right? And we know Simon Squibb from his format. Let me just explain that how you can actually ideate these kind of videos. It's simple, right? Again, if I have to give you some other formats, right? You can have interview style, street question line. It's a bit hard to replicate, but it's super, engaging, right? You can start scenario based style content, right? Point of views. There's a content which I call two characters, one light bulb, and this is being executed by a lot of creators, right? I'm gonna give you one example of this one as well. Object analogy, which is being used by Dr. Julie Smith, right? There are endless possibilities, right? We can get inspired from any type of content out there, maybe from a TV series, maybe from cooking channels, any. For example, this one right here, this is also some kind of format, right? Jimmy Kimmel's meme tweets, right? This is also a kind of a format, and you can create some format in your industry after getting inspired from this. Maybe you are reading posts on Reddit, right? from your own industry and helping the beginners, right? You can do that as well. So the possibilities are endless. You have to broaden your mind and always look for the style, the format. As for this one, this format right here, 2 characters, 1 line, but this format is being used by a lot of creators. And if I have to show you one example more so that you guys can have a better idea, Joshua Tasanya right here. So what he actually does, right? Rather than again simply creating videos, sitting in front of the camera, he creates characters out of his videos, right? And the formula is obviously it's something that you maybe create 2 to 3 characters in your industry, right? And all of those characters that you are acting as play a certain role. Maybe one as a beginner, one as a dumb, and one as expert, which is you, right? For example, this video right here.
Yo, you guys want to go bowling or see a movie? Anything's fine. I prefer bowling. We're going bowling. Man. Yo, I just got a raise in my job. Yo, congratulations, man. Yo, thank you, man. I'm just happy my boss said yes. Man, it seems like you always get what you want in life. It's like magic. Nah, I just asked for what I want. What do you mean? Bro, my life changed forever when I realized that most people who get what they want out of their life.
And you can see that he has just created characters out of his videos, right? And there's one more example. This creator right here, he also does similar stuff. So you can do that as well. So this is what I call creative formats. And these are working super fine right now. And if you are planning to execute content, even if you are creating content, right, in InfoSpace, just make sure that you have some kind of concept in your mind. And the best strategies, right? If you have planned 20-25 reels per month, right? And what you can do, test maybe at least 5 to 10 formats, 5 to 10 different concepts per your reels, so that you can hit one, right? And out of those 5 to 6 formats, whichever is performing well, and you can see that, yeah, this is something which I am enjoying actually, right? So just go with that. It will have a slower growth, right, as compared to the trend-based videos or the videos with overly edited content, which is one time lag, right? But you will have a good audience, right? You will also be able to create your own content style, and audience will know you for that specific type of format, which is really crucial, right? Now, this is for the good performer, right? You can do that as well. As for the decent one, let's talk about the decent one. We got 3 options right here. Again, the first one is the typical talking head videos, right? And again, I don't think that I have to show you many examples on this one, right? Because you understand that what kind of videos I'm talking about. The simple talking head videos. Maybe you have used some editing in these kind of videos or any other stuff, right? Still, let me just show you one example so that you don't get confused. For example, this video.
How do you actually validate it's an idea worth building?
I did market research. I looked at Sensor Tower, looked at other, quit drinking or quit smoking cigarettes apps, and I saw that they were.
You can see that it's a random talking head video, right? And again, it's more based on the kind of information that you have, not actually information, right? I feel like that everyone has information nowadays because it's easy to get access to, right? But the thing is that how you're talking about it, right? What kind of energy your content has, right? And what kind of execution that you are doing, what kind of delivery that you have. So based on that, I feel like that that this type of content is mostly dependent on your own personality. So yeah, this is a decent performer, right? Nothing fancy here. You can use a hook, that old model, right? Hook, maybe rehook, and then information, call to action, something like that. So this is something which is a decent performer, and I think that it will stay as it is because again, if you add concept to it, then it will become a good performer. Other than that, it's a decent one. As for the next one we have here is the faceless reels, right? And these type of reels can again work, but it depends on that what kind of information that you're providing and what kind of execution that you have, right? For example, if I have to show you this reel right here.
This is a viral title. Whenever you see a YouTube title with millions of views, screenshot it. These are proven attention grabbers, and you can use them as hooks in your reels. For example, take this one. Why You're Always Tired. You can almost copy it.
Again, it's not recommended to go for these type of content, but even if you are doing, just make sure to create your own style. Do not blindly follow any other creators. As for the third one, we got the content which is which boomed maybe last 2 years, I guess. You can see these kind of videos. This is a B-roll plus a lifestyle footage, right? We call it a copywriting reels, where you use some kind of a lifestyle reel on, as a background, and the information that you want to convey, you add on to it as a copy. If I have to show you some more examples for these kind of videos, for example, this one right here. Right, these are the copywriting reels, and I feel like that you guys know what kind of videos I'm talking about here. These are decent performance, right? And if you're depending on these kind of videos and you don't have any strategy in mind, right? That I'll suggest that do not go with these one, right? Because again, it's easy to create and nothing creative here, and you will not stand out from the masses with these three type of content, especially the last one, which is the copywriting reels. And only use this if you have some strategy in mind. Maybe you want to divert your audience from Instagram to YouTube, right? You got some maybe niche content there, and you want audience to convert from your YouTube. Then what you can do, basically, you can promote those big videos through these kind of reels, right? As maybe key some information here, right? Maybe solution, and then let the audience come in certain word and then send in the whole video to get the full solution, right? So we got 3 videos right here, 3 types of content that you should, you can create, but these are going to be, these are going to be dependent on your own information and your own content delivery, right? So, okay, so up till now we have gone through our 2 tiers right here, and the good performance and the decent performance. Let's talk about the ones which you should avoid at any cost, right? We have 3 wheels here, 3 type of content, and the first one is the copy, right? It's not actually a reel, but it's more about, a type of content that you should never create, right? In general, it's a type of content that you create after getting inspired from, your own competitor. Do not copy your competitor in your own industry. Again, like if you're creating content, right? Think of it as, every creator out there in InfoSpace is your competitor, right? Not just in InfoSpace, but also from entertainment niche as well. Because if you, as a content creator, if you are competing with your own competitors from the industry, right? For example, if you are a trader and you are thinking of competing with other traders as well, right? As a content creator, then again, you are not going to stand out. You're not going to be able to, you're not going to create your own style, because you are actually the second, right? Because you are inspired from some other guy and you're just following his content style, right? So just make sure that always get inspired from creators outside of your niche, right? Now, why I'm talking about here, let's say, I think you guys have seen these kind of videos up till now, right? This is what I'm talking about. You basically blend in, and there is no way that audience can, trust you with these kind of videos. For example, this one right here.
9 to 5. 9 to 5. 9 to 5. All these people right now.
You can see that a lot of creators are following this style right now, and I feel like that it's already, is being dead, because it's easy to execute. Literally everyone has started creating these kind of videos. Obviously, you can get views, you can get traction, but we are talking about InfoSpace again, right? And the main goal of your content is obviously to, get the business as well. So these kind of videos can attract audience from, I feel like, third world countries more, but you can literally read the comment section. The audience is, literally bashing these type of content, right? This one right here, I'm pretty sure that you guys have seen many creators, creating this kind of videos, pointing out at the road, or maybe outside of their apartment, and starting a hook at like 95. These kind of videos, for example, you can see. You can see that these kind of videos have also, been bombarded on Instagram, right? And I'm not talking about the format. Format is not bad, it's really good. The thing is that, the delivery, I'm talking about the delivery right here. You have to, because they are literally copying each other. And we can see that if I'm scrolling through Instagram, right? And I've seen, for example, this creator, I've seen some other creator as well who are following a similar script and similar content style. Obviously, it's something that, they're not going to stand out in my feed, right? And I'm not going to follow them because I've got multiple options, right? Everyone is creating a similar type of content. So just make sure that do not copy from your own, the competitors from your own industry, right? This is one of the type of the content that you have to avoid at any cost, especially in 2025, because audience is not dumb anymore, right? They got the bullshit detector and they can understand, right? It's simply a copied content. And another, downside of copying content, even let's say if your creator is creating some kind of a video, right? Some kind of content, right? Maybe you're an e-com niche and some of your other e-com competitor is creating a good content and you are getting inspired from that creator. Yeah, you can copy that similar style, but the thing is that you are going to be second. You're always going to be the second guy because he's the first one to do it, right? So just make sure that don't be a copycat, even if you are trying to steal, not copy, right? Understand this concept. Now, this is the first one. Do not copy your any other creators from your own industry. That's the number one thing. The second type of reads, which is, I feel like that I'm personally tired of, copying on my feed again and again. And this is a type of reel which I call me and my bro reels. And I feel like that you guys have, seen these kind of videos up till now. I'm talking about these kind of videos. These kind of videos, right? If I have to show some other video, right? There are a lot of other creators as well who are creating similar type of content because again, it's easy to execute and you can see that it has gained views as well. But the thing is that you are seeing, a 1% number of these kind of videos which have performed, right? And 80 to 90% of the videos which are ideally based on this, they do not perform. I mean, if they perform, the big downside of these type of videos are like there is no information, right? It's just a meme, right? It has the number of shares, right? And again, these are kind of reels which are being shared by the audience, which cannot be your ICP, right? If you got offer worth of $10,000, $15,000, $5,000, right? And you think that by creating these kind of reels, you can actually scale your business as a content creator, right? You're delusional. You cannot, because even if you go through the comment section, you can see that it's filled with the audience that you can understand that they are not your ICP, right? So just make sure that, stay away from these kind of videos, right? Only follow this strategy, right? That I'm talking about the strategy which I think Anuva brothers have used. Some other big creators as well, they have also used a similar strategy, right? Only follow this kind of content if you have a big marketing team on your back, right? And if your team can handle like 10 to 15 accounts, just on Instagram, right? At least five Instagram accounts where you are posting maybe this kind of content on 2 accounts, right? Maybe some other informative content on 1 account and 2 accounts are posting your main content, right? Then you can have these kind of videos popped on Instagram, right? And you can create these kind of videos and divert the audience from here to your main account. You can do that. But again, if you are planning to, scale your business as a creator, right? As a business owner, right? Just make sure that you stay away from these kind of videos because audience is literally tired of watching these kind of videos and you are not gonna click anyone close to your ICP with this strategy. As for the third one right here, it's a type of content which is, a meme content. Now, the meme which I'm referring to here is a funny content, right? I'm not talking about the meme formats. The formats are obviously they're working and the formats are good, but the thing is that if your content is just using a movie scene, maybe some kind of anime scene, right? And you just added a copy onto it, maybe a funny copy, right? And upload a read, right? Even if it has gained like millions of views, right? Again, you're not going to be able to sell any kind of business to the audience that have, engaged with that piece of content. It's just a waste of time. It's easy to execute. Everyone is doing it. There are a lot of theme pages out there in every industry almost, in e-com, in trading, right? And they are like pumping 3 to 4 reels every day. Some of them are performing well, some of them are, they are failing, but those are just theme pages, right? They are promotional pages. They get paid to post these type of videos, right? So audience who is following you on the basis of the memes that you're providing to your industry, right? I'm talking about the funny memes. Then obviously you got, I'd say that shit audience, right? Just make sure that do not follow these kind of strategy. For example, if I have to show you one example, this one right here. I think this video is executed from a trading niche. You can see that point of view, you've been trading for so long, you forgot how to date. I believe this is, clear up till now. So yeah, you have to avoid these type of content. Make sure do not copy your own competitors, right, from your industry. The second is stay away from me and my breweries, right, at any cost. And third is again, stay away from meme content as well. So these are the three type of content that you must not create in 2025. So yeah, we got covered up good performance, we got covered up decent performance, we got covered avoids, right? And the last one is the best. Now this is the type of content which is trending right now, and if you can ideate according to these, specifically this one right here, this one style, your content is gonna grow so much faster that you will be surprised. So we got two type of content right here. The first one is carousels, right? Again, I don't think I need to mention this because carousels are really performing well. Even it's been some months, right? They started seeing the wheel kind of growth, right? Obviously not as much as the wheels, right? But still they are getting good number of engagement. Even the engagement is more than the wheels on carousels right now. So you can create carousels, right? Make sure that it's a part of your content strategy, right? If you want to grow your personal brand, by carousels, the audience has the power to consume knowledge at their own pace, right? So yeah, you can scale way faster if you add carousels to your strategy. Now, let's talk about some of the carousels right here. This one right here, you can see that this is from this creator, and you can have multiple options. Maybe one strategy could be that you are creating a multiple slides, maybe 10 to 15 slides, right? And you're just explaining some kind of informative topic in the carousels, right? The second you can do is that maybe try just a 2-slide carousels. The one where you just hook the audience with the copy, right? And on the second slide, don't post any, don't add any kind of post. Add a carousel post, right? A video post where you're explaining certain topic. You can do that as well and gain good number of views. And yeah, this is the type of content that you can follow. And as for the second one, this is what we call a serialized reels, right? Again, carousels can only help you with engagement with the audience that you already have, right? But if you want to actually grow, you have to follow this reel right here. This is the type of reel which I call a serialized reels, right? And it's something that, rather than creating a single video, right? Maybe you have a case study, right? That you want to, present to the audience in the form of reel. Rather than creating one single reel, you can break down that case study into 3 to 4 reels, right? For example, let's say if I'm an AI automation niche, right, and I have created some kind of an AI automation for a company which has helped them gain, maybe $10,000 to $15,000 per month additional, right, into their revenue. What I can do basically that rather than creating one-off reel, I can react my case study. Now, how can I react? Maybe I start with 3 to 4 serialized based reels. Day one of scaling X company with my AI automation. Day one of adding $15,000 per month to X company, right? This company in just using AI automation, right? Using the one automation. So you can do that as well, right? I think you guys understand what kind of concept I'm talking about here. Your reels follow episodes, right? So that audience can, stuck in that loop, right? Like if they are watching episode 1 or maybe day 1, they are obligated to watch the second part. You know what I'm saying, right? For example, this creator right here, this is Joseph, and he executed a series recently where he created 31 reels and executed in a way that, episode 1, episode 2, day 1, day 2, day 3, right? And you can see that this is the day 1 and this is the day 2. You got day 3, day 4, day 5. And you can see that the views, how it pumped up. On the first video, he gained like 123,000 views. The second one, he got 501,000 views. The third one, he got 70, and the fourth one, 1.1 million views, right? You can see that the growth that he has gained with this content. Audience knows him for this, that he is the owner of this series, right? This is his style. So, yeah, this is one example. If I have to give you some other examples in the form of, serialized reels, I can show you some other examples as well. For example, this creator right here.
This is day 1 out of 100, following the orders of an AI
He's
creator.
created, a series based on 100 videos, right? And where he's talking about AI, right? And you can see that if I can show you his account, you can see that the views he has gained. Day 18, day 24, day 25, 349,000 views, 589,000 views, 540,000 views, almost 1 million. So he has scaled his content. He is following based on this series. So yeah, this is one of strategy that you can follow, and I feel like this is the most powerful content strategy that you can have in your content creation realm right now. And if I have to give you some more information on how to actually create a serialized reels, I have already uploaded one video on my YouTube, right, explaining this that how to actually execute a serialized reels, right? And but still, if I have to show you, right, so yeah, this is, you can see that these are serialized reels, and what you can do is that there are two types of serialized reels that you can actually create, right? And the first one is journey style. The second was the loop style. Journey style is something that it's a series where your every piece of content is actually following some kind of a story, maybe a challenge that you are taking on, maybe you are creating some kind of maybe you're documenting some kind of a journey, right? For example, this creator right here, he's on episode 166, and the video that the series that he's creating is 1 million views in 6 months, right? This is actually goal. And the other one is loop style. Loop style is something that where your every reel doesn't actually follow or any kind of a story or challenge. It's more like that you have created a format, and every format is following a similar style, right? All right. For example, the creator that I've shown you, Simon Script, he got uh, the content which we call, do you have a dream, right? This is a loop style where he's using that stage again and again and injecting different topics or different personalities to it. So yeah, this is one style, and there are a lot of creators who are following this one right here, and there are a lot of other creators as well who are following the loop style. It depends on your criteria, right, and the situation that you're in, that what is best for you. So yeah, this is all we have, right? And yeah, so this is the tier list that you should follow, that you should have in your mind in 2025 if you want to grow your personal brand. Not just actually grow your personal brand, but grow a credible audience, right? And stand out from the masses, right? Because the competition is too high. So yeah, avoid these type of videos. These are the decent performers. You can do that as well. Good performers are right here, and the best ones on top. So yeah, make sure that your content stays somewhere in between, the best and the good performer, right? This is for Instagram. Specifically, I'm gonna create one more tier list for YouTube as well. Hopefully this was valuable for you, right? And see you in the next video. Thank you.